In these trying and complicated times, there is no greater therapy than simply hitting something with a stick over and over and over again. So today I'm going to tell you why it might be time for you to get an electronic drum kit. Okay, so this is a sponsored video. They sent me this TDX25 electronic drum kit, and I'm just going to kind of tell you about it and then use it practically the way that I really like to use electronic drum kits. Again, if you've ever seen any of my videos, you know that I am a guitar player first and foremost, but it wasn't until I got my very first electric drum kit probably 10 years ago that I really kind of got my rhythm together. I never liked practicing to a metronome on guitar, and I was always kind of far behind because of that. Like my playing was just kind of sloppy. But as soon as I started picking up drums, I tell you that really probably was like the best thing for my musicianship. So I think any kind of musician, regardless of what you're playing, can benefit from just playing drums. But having an acoustic drum kit isn't necessarily the most practical thing for a lot of people. So the prices on these things have come way, way down. I remember I had to pay well over $1,000 to get a kit similar to this back when I first started. And it still sounds pretty good. So basically what happens is we have a mesh pad, like a mesh pad head for the snare, and then kind of rubber heads for the toms, and then these rubberized cymbals right here too, okay? So we have a hat, 2 cymbals, 3 toms, kick, and then a snare. The nice thing about the snare too is it's got like a multiple zone thing. You can kind of hear me hit the rim shot, so the rim shot is going to sound differently than the actual snare drum, okay? My favorite thing about this is the USB output, which I'm going to demonstrate later in a song that I'm working on. But just to kind of run you through basically why this is really great is, first of all, like I said, it's just it's just fun to hit stuff, all right? That's basically all you really need to learn from this video. These pads are dynamic. As far as like how dynamic, I don't really know the zones, but like that's kind of like a low. You know, it's pretty responsive. You can do rolls on it for sure. The pedals work fine. And like honestly, these are the sounds that come in here. Now, technically, you could use these with like just a pair of headphones. It has an 1/8" jack, so I'm adapting that out into my interface to kind of get the built-in sounds. But honestly, like these built-in sounds are a lot better than what I had previously used on different E-kits, right? So this is just like the modern kit. I don't want to go through all of the sounds because you guys kind of get the idea. This is what I think is the best sounding regular one. Now you can kind of get into like different weird sounding ones, like I don't know, like this is the electronic one, or you know, like these kind of. But anyways, I just like keeping it on the modern kit because I'm a modern gentleman anyways. But like I said, really kind of just practicing with this. It has a built-in metronome, which is something that guitars don't have, right? So you can kind of just click the metronome button. And dude, honestly, like, just doing this is just like therapy for me, right? It's just like, I don't know. I always just had a lot of fun just playing kits. This one doesn't come with a chair or like a throne, as drummers call them. So that's one thing that you have to get. Otherwise, it comes with everything else you need, unless you want headphones. If you don't have headphones to use, I mean, come on, I'm sure you have a pair of headphones. But it does come with sticks. Sticks are fine. It even comes with a stick holder. It's right here. That's cool. But like I said, learning drum rudiments will 100% make you a better guitar player, right? Like triplets, for example. You know, a lot of people can kind of just strum like down, 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 or down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Putting more of like an action like that into your timing and technique, I really think will make you just a better player no matter what your instrument is. Like I said, once I started kind of like playing triplets, so here's like, you know, those are just, there's a beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and triplet, 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 triplet. Just stuff like that really made me a better guitar player, right? Because before that, like trying to get that like it's just a small dynamic, but that stuff kind of like really has a big deal. Now, again, just kind of taking a stab in time on a guitar is way different than like being able to be like triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it. So, anyways, I really think that like just like being able to feel the dynamic, like where like the kick is. And then kind of like being able to like, all right, well, how would I interpret that beat on a guitar, that kick, snare, like. So really just getting my first E kit, I remember, was a big way, just a big kind of step for me to put those things together. So again, it's really just a great kit. You have independent control of the metronome volume, which I think is something that like I appreciate. Because I remember the one that I used to have one of the old Roland ones. I think it was like a TD5 or something. I forget that exact model number of it. But I could never get the metronome right. Like I couldn't hear it well enough to bury it, which is kind of what you're supposed to do. So again, I think just as far as like the bare necessities of what you need in an E kit, it's great. I give it my endorsement. You can really set it up however you want. Like I said, I kind of have this set it up to play open-handed right now because I'm a lefty by nature. So again, a lot of people play, with their right hand, like, but I kind of play open-handed. Which is why I don't really do drum lessons on this channel, even though some people have kind of requested it. Drumeo is a great drum YouTube channel, which does a way better job than I could. Again, I'm pretty non-traditional because I just got a kit and just wanted to kind of like just have fun with it. So again, I think the price is right on these. So check it out. And the link, like I said, this is a sponsored video. They sent me this kit. I get to keep it and stuff. So let me know what you think. I'm going to use this right now to work on a track just by adding some kind of auxiliary percussion because I really like blending it with an analog kit. I'm lucky enough that I can have the space to have an acoustic kit too. So yeah, I'm just going to try that out. And then if you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comments section, Instagram, Twitter, and the website. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you. All right, now my actual absolute favorite way to use electronic drum kits now is to actually use them to trigger samples in Logic. So right now I have the USB plug going out into my computer. And what it's doing is it's triggering a program called Battery by Native Instruments. And I just kind of assembled my own kit out of a bunch of different samples, right? Now, this isn't really like a traditional kit. It's just kind of like a bunch of kind of atmospheric stuff. And what I like to do is I like to take a track because, again, primarily I'm a guitar player, so I like to build my tracks either with just like a real simple backing click or something, and then guitar stuff first, and then kind of get more creative with the percussion as the process goes along. So I really like combining acoustic and electronic elements and being able to trigger samples on an E kit like this, which does the job perfectly, I think is really just good for my creative workflow, I suppose. So I've got this new song coming out, and I'm just going to kind of use this to maybe layer some real simple stuff on that I'm going to add to later. Okay? Here's what it sounds like.
pressure is defined by request